The University of Venda in Thohoyandou will today host an outreach program that's aimed at fostering public dialogue and participation in South Africa's G20 Presidency. Heads of state will, of course, meet for the main summit that's expected in November in Johannesburg. It's the first gathering of its kind to be held in Africa. South Africa assumed the group's presidency in November last year. Watching this leg of the story is our reporter Koketso Motau, who joins us live. Koketso, help us understand what's likely to be on the program today.
Well, thank you so much, and good morning to you, Ayanda, and good morning to the viewers. I can tell you that, yes, we are here at the University of Limpopo, where the University of Venda, where the Department of International Relations and the Premier's Office of Limpopo are here, on an outreach program at the University of Limpopo, at the University of Venda to, give people, information regarding this G20 summit, which is, coming to South Africa. And I also want to tell you that the minister the deputy minister is already here. We saw quite a number of MECs from the province of Limpopo, and also the Premier of Limpopo is also here, just to ensure that people on the ground are aware of what is going to happen and how people on the ground are going to benefit from this G20 summit. But to get more information on this, I'm now joined here by the project leader from the GCIS, Ndwandwe. Thank you so much for talking to us here on SABC, Mdeni Ndwandwe. Let's talk about the purpose of this outreach program. What do you hope to achieve as the department or the government itself?
Thank you so much, and good morning to you and your viewers. I think first and foremost, the one thing that we need to underscore is our theme that we rally behind. That is solidarity, equality, sustainability, which can just be summed up by saying if we do it together as South Africans, as the continent, we can then be able to address issues of economic imbalances, through issues of unemployment, through small businesses and creation of employment. And we envisage as the government of South Africa to sustain that over time. Coming to your question, the purpose of this event is that we have a tagline that says this is the people's G20, and we want to ensure that we take the G20 to the people, to all South Africans at large. As you can see here, there's a number of stakeholders. We are here at the University of Venda, but if you look at this hall, it's so beautifully packed by members of the community, members from the business sectors, local businesses, tourism sector. So everybody's here. We want to have a meaningful conversation led by our Deputy Minister from DERCO and the Premier is here. So we are just looking into ensuring that we take the G20 to all South Africans. Everybody must know what is G20, what are the benefits of us being in the G20, and what are the benefits also of us, presiding over G20 this year. So basically that's the purpose of this event. And as you can see, we've brought a different kind of people together into one room to ensure that if we have one conversation, everybody in and around this area, and South Africans at large will understand what actually we are doing. This is a G20 roadshow and there's going to be a lot of these that are going to be spread across all provinces.
We understand that the Limpopo's economy is actually based on mining, agriculture, tourism. So how are these local businesses going to benefit from this G20 summit, and how are they going to be able to engage with the international investors to ensure that they grow their businesses?
As you can see, we have invited ambassadors from different missions. They are here, and we always encourage, when we meet like this, we always encourage that we have to network at the end of the day, so that we can have that synergy between international relations and local businesses. I think what is important, especially in the tourism sector, is that immediately after such events, we want to take ambassadors to see the beauty of the country, and they'll see the beauty of the Limpopo province, so that they can go out there and let everybody know, even to say, well, we came here for an event, but we're coming back for leisure. So basically, it's to try and create that synergy. Hence, we just brought everybody together. So almost 19 countries are here represented today. So that tells you that the international, spectrum and perspective of things is actually covered in just one event.
We understand that this area is actually rich in terms of agriculture. They are producing quite a number of, fresh produce, fruits and so forth. But I want to understand that other people on the ground really understand what this G20 is all about and how is it going to benefit them. Are they aware of that?
You see, Once we leave here, we should be in a position to say people of Venda, people of Limpopo understand what G20 is all about. Speaking about agriculture, we just had an agricultural working group meeting that took place on Monday. So I think we need to follow the Department of Agriculture, their social media handles, so that we can be able to get, the discussions that happen there, the resolutions thereof, so that we can then be able to find ourselves and synergize between provinces, between, what is actually happening in and around the business sector. At the end of the day, all we want to do is that we want to make sure that we address all imbalances, hence equality in the theme is very prominent to ensure that everybody actually is equal. But we want to sustain that, hence the sustainability. We want to sustain that over time.
Just the last question to you. When you live here, how are you going to ensure that, this outreach program, is sustained? People are, even beyond the event itself.
Thank you so much. So we've got different structures and different ways of, communicating with people and with all South Africans. So this is a road show, but after this, we still are going to be rolling out your ministerial meetings. We'll be rolling out your working group meetings. So there's going to be a different range of platforms in which South Africans will be able to interact. We can also, please check out for the G20 website, and that is g20.org. Look at DERCO's social media handles. Look at South African government social media handles. The conversation is there. We take it to TikTok. We want this to be fashionable. We want to invite young people, go on TikTok, even if we come up with a G20 dance, so that even young people can just be part of this and enjoy to be part of G20, participate in ways that they can as young people. And I think we are starting off here, but we are looking at different platforms in which we are going to roll out through blitz, through distribution of flyers, through engagement, radio stations, wherein we are going to be conducting interviews just like this one. So we'll be doing a wide range of, communication platforms and outreach, kind of platforms to ensure that all South Africans are part of the G20. We don't want to leave anybody behind. We are saying this is the people's G20, and people in this area must know that G20 was here, and at least we must leave, something that indicates that G20 was actually here.
Ndwandwe Mdeni, thank you so much for talking to us here on SABC News. That is Ndwandwe Mdeni from the GCIS, who is the project leader there, talking about this outreach program where people will be engaging with different stakeholders here at the University of Venda. But for now, Ayanda, let's get back to you in studio.
All right, Koketso Motau, thanks very much indeed for that. Koketso, as you heard, is reporting from a very vibrant University of Venda in Limpopo. For now, thanks very much indeed.